100 episodes.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It feels great. It feels great. You do not want to go into this like taking anything for granted. We don't. Speaking for everybody. So 100 episodes feels absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
How about you guys being having 2 live shows that are almost sold out? Isn't that like just insane?
Are you going?
What? No, I'm recording.
No, you're going.
Going.
Oh, I wish I was going.
Oh, I thought you were on your way to the show right now.
No, I wish I was going. It's pretty much sold out, so I'd have to be in the far back.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
okay. Far back's supposed to be good seats. They told us it was.
Well, if you look, but anyway, one question to you, Kristen. Why the Annie Awards? And you guys won, I think, twice last year, or how many?
None last year.
None?
This year we got our first Annie Awards. Kristen got it for voiceover, much deserved, and we won one for writing.
Well, round of applause for that.
Thank you.
But also, why don't you host it?
Oh, well, they decided not to host this year. So they just sort of go from one presenter to the next just to keep it moving forward.
Okay.
And she presents.
Oh, I presented.
It's a bright spot.
I'll talk about that off the record. But I'm so happy that I won, and I'm still waiting for it. It takes like 4 months till you get it. But I'm going to put them side by side, and I'm going to spit them.
All the time, or just
I think
once?
so. I think so. Well, definitely one.
Yeah.
It's the only moving award. Yeah. It's animated.
Yeah.
What makes Bob's Burgers really special for me has been a breath of fresh air. We've had so many like adult cartoon shows that are kind of crass, and those can be really fun and great, but this is so family oriented and like funny on so many different levels. 5-year-olds can watch it and enjoy it, and my grandmother likes it. So what makes Bob's Burgers special for you guys?
First of all, cool grandma.
Right?
Yeah.
Really dope.
Well, the best thing, what's so special I'm really proud of this show. Like, when people say they love Bob's Burgers, like, I, like, squeal with them. Like, I love it, too. Like, I'm just, like, I'm right in there. And I love watching it, and I think that the writing is really excellent. I think Loren does a kick-ass job of storytelling and just guiding the characters the way they're supposed to go and planning their arcs in a timely manner. And I think that's what I'm proud of it, and B, everyone on the show I've been friends with in the comedy world for 15 years. So it's the one job that I've kept that has stayed around and also feels like a real family outside of the animated one. Like, Loren is kind of like our dad, and these are sort of my brothers, and it is a little weird. Like, he'll pick up the check and stuff.
Like a good dad.
I love the characters and how specific the humor is to each character and how they kind of work together as like a band in a way, and just as the show grows, everything's kind of, you learn what to expect out of, or you're pleasantly surprised. I think they cut into different parts of their personality, and that brings out the humor even more the more the audience connects with the characters. And I think that's a nice bond to have, that everyone's kind of laughing at these quirky moments that are very specific and very smart of our writers and Loren to focus on.
Yeah, I think Loren, the writer, they're so good at keeping it feeling so natural, but still being able to hit jokes. And a lot of times you kind of have to choose between having a naturalistic comedy or jokes that are more forced, and they can always like kind of do both at the same time.
We certainly talk about the writing's always, it's gotten stronger over the life of the show, but also we record this like a teleplay. We don't get to see these until basically people see them when they're
A year after we record.
when they're on TV. And I'm always kind of blown away by the animation part of it. I think the show looks great, and it keeps looking better.
Yeah. The germ of the show really was the initial kind of chemical reaction that we were going for was the cast, it was the actors, it was the voices, and so part of what we do every day is make sure the picture supports the cast, supports the performances that we're getting from these guys, and that's been really gratifying. I'm following on what Larry said. We've been working really hard to bring the animation to bring the show to life in a way that kind of honors the voice performances.
Yeah, it's always surprising. I mean,
And
you
we
read it
keep
like a
getting
play
better
and
and
it
better.
always looks better. You don't know what it's going to be until you see the finished
Yeah, we have
product.
fantastic directors, fantastic artists, and it's been fun to grow that part of it.
And Loren has a really good ear for comedy too. I think like he'll hear a line and you'll deliver it, and then he'll give you a line reading always.
That keeps everyone's performance the way that Loren wants them. That way no
does
one
that
gets
make you
fired.
feel?
No one's fired.
Makes the day go by.
He's surprisingly very patient as a boss. Like he
Yeah,
really,
real patient.
He lets
I
us.
like the line reads.
He lets us talk a lot. We're able to carry on a lot, and he lets us, so he's always keeping us focused and, keeping us back on the ball and stuff. So, yeah.
When you're carrying on, do you ever like kind of play with another character's voice?
Ha!
Try to be a different character?
Yeah. It never makes it to the show, but record, yeah.
Could you do an imitation of another character?
Oh.
Larry can do all,
Larry can
all
do
the characters.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. This is great. Is that what you need yet? No?
John Benjamin.
John
John
Benjamin.
Benjamin in life, yeah.
That's Benjamin.
It's good. It's partly attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a character that you'd want to trade places with, like maybe
Tina jealousy. I just want to be Tina. That would be a good episode though, like a Freaky Friday.
Freaky
Where
Friday!
Oh my gosh.
Linda
That
and
would go.
Tina switch places,
Sounds like a
huh?
great episode.
But
It's
the
not gonna
show would
happen
never do
tonight.
that. That's why I like the show. It would never do
They would
like
do an
fantastic-
abstract
It could be a dream that someone had or a story someone had, but we're not actually trading places in the reality of Bob's Burgers. Like, it's real.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm it's
Awkward.
animated. Okay.
Are there any big challenges you have, like trying to inhabit a character that's like animated? So
No, I mean it's so
Well-
easy. The job is very easy.
Hey, it is. No, it's not.
Oh no, it's not.
What we do is very complicated and hard, and only a few people can do it. And
She's right.
it's just one of those things where it's like we drink a lot to get over the stress of trying to pull it off.
She's very right.
Yeah.
Does anyone have tequila?
He loves
These
it.
characters were cut, to answer your question, these characters were custom fit to these actors. We borrowed voices they either already use every day in their life, their own voice, or a character they were doing, in the case of these two guys, and just they nicely loaned them to us for the duration of this show. Yeah, so it makes it hopefully, not easy, but easier for them.
Oh, it's very difficult what we
So-
do, if you want to put that
I won't.
right there. It's hard. Because I remember when Chris Rock was like, we're going to play the donkey, and I like walk out with $1 million, and I resented that, because it isn't.
I did not. I was like, he's right. I mean, it is. Your lines are there. I mean, you're acting. You're having to learn lines. You're in a trailer all day by yourself, pretty much. You're on set for
What
like
are you
what,
talking about
18
right now?
hours.
What are you
Well, just
talking
regular
about?
TV shows as compared to
He's
like
talking about not
animation stuff. I mean, I don't want to screw up our renegotiations. Because,
Everything
said, they
you're
weren't
doing, you
based-
need to stop.
Okay,
right
Sean,
now.
something happened.
Just stop.
I hit
Next
my-
question,
I hit my
next
head.
question.
I did hit my head on the way here, and I did.
Did you guys ever like to do a mashup between your animated series and the cartoon?
Never.
Never. You real?
Oh, no. A lot of cartoons rule, but again, I think it goes back to what we were saying before, maybe in a dream sequence or a story, but it's just very important to keep the show grounded with the rules of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it hard. The fans have asked that question, and clearly there is something about a crossover that lights up people's the back of their brain. I don't know why, but a crossover just makes people excited, and it is hard for Bob's to do it. It is like we would accidentally break the show and then we'd all just feel dirty afterwards. So we gotta figure out how to do it, and maybe Kristen's onto it. Maybe it'll be a dream sequence or something. I don't know how.
Or a story, maybe it's on their TV.
Yeah.
They're watching.
Yeah, right.
We also don't like to do pop cultural references, you see, as you noticed, because again, it sort of keeps the show timeless if you don't constantly reference a show that's popular in the moment. So, Archer is very popular right now, and it'll be fun right now. But we want the show to be something that you tune into 10 years from now, and it's just like you're watching it.
Nobody's laughing at Murphy Brown anymore.
Yeah.
The Dukakis jokes are falling flat. So you are okay. No, I like it.
Murphy Brown fan.
You're back.
You're back for a while. I don't know. Could have been the bomb hit. I don't know.
So Lauren, you have these two really iconic characters in Linda and Tina, and you cast them both as guys, and now you're saying that from the get-go you had them cast as men. What? How? Just from
There's a Dan Mintz was a boy. He played a boy, and we discovered that he was an interesting voice for a girl while we were in development. While we were working towards that first pilot, we basically switched sex on the guy. And so it wasn't from the get-go.
Okay.
He did start as a... John Roberts has been doing that voice, that character, in live action on the internet. And we basically we knew that character would be perfect.
I was taken out of an attic.
Yep.
My mother's attic.
They went to Jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, thank God. I mean, thank God that happened.
Yep. And there's some women play men. Obviously, Sarah and Laura Silverman play boys, and they're perfect little boys.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're great at that. So I just think it's one of the pleasures of animation. It hits your brain in an unusual way when an adult's voice comes out of a kid's mouth, or when a man's voice comes out of a woman's mouth. I think that there's something that just lights up the track and the show itself. And I don't know exactly how to explain it, except just I think it's one of the big levers you can pull when you're doing animation.
It definitely works. I didn't know until season 2 that Linda was big. I was like, what? That is just crazy. It's so good, and she's so motherly.
Yeah.
How did you encapsulate that? Like,
I'm motherly. I mean, I like to stay at home with the dogs all day and talk to them a lot. And like my mom, I spent a lot of time with her. My mom kind of raised me and my sister, so I spent a lot of time with her and actually, mocking her. She's from Brooklyn, so she had a very big accent. And most of my life, she's allowed me to kind of make fun of her, which is nice.
That's awesome.
She always kind of thought it was fun, and moms are good material. I mean, every comic, it's kind of a classic, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I do like to care for people and things.
I tweeted out to my
One or two more questions, guys.
Okay, I tweeted out to on Twitter what kind of questions to ask you guys, and I found a really unique one. It was from someone named JBot, who said, "Who would win in a fight between a bear and a gorilla?"
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Are we fighting the two? The bear and the
It's
gorilla are teamed up against one of us.
No, I think it's literally like, who do you think would win between a bear and a gorilla if they were just fighting on their own? And you were watching it.
Yeah, like a grizzly bear or what?
Right. You know what? Just to keep it, let's say grizzly and silverback gorilla.
There.
I'm confused.
I just don't understand.
Are they fighting in the restaurant or where? Where's it taking
Is Sigourney Weaver there?
That wouldn't be fair to the bear, I don't think.
Okay. Well,
I think
then
they
the
would
bear. Then the bear. If Sigourney Weaver's not there, then the bear.
That's good.
Yeah. Put that in your Twitter pipe.
I think
Twitterverse.
the gorilla is smarter than the bear, so the gorilla would probably just ride the bear to its house.
Do you think that we are all from gorillas?
Yeah, it's in science.
It's not.
It's not. Is the world flat? No, or is it flat?
It's insane.
Oh my god.
Some of my favorite episodes from the show have been Halloween episodes. Can you tease us something that's coming up this Halloween?
Yes. This Halloween, hold on.
Come on.
Wait a minute.
2016,
It's
Lauren.
Holly
October
wrote it, we just
31st.
shot it. Holly wrote it, we just shot it. It was the episode in which the kids are, Mr. Fischoeder, no, wait, that's a spoiler, sorry.
No.
Pull that back. Sorry. Do not print that.
We're gonna need those phones. We're
Do
gonna
not
need those
print that.
Everyone's gonna
Just stop now.
Right.
Stop now.
This has been a doomed interview ever since. I've been pretending I'm Jim Morrison the entire time.
So no.
We love doing Halloween, I'll say this, we love doing Halloween episodes, we love doing holiday episodes. For some reason, that has always helped us kind of bring our best game, and it's just a pleasure to see these characters celebrating these holidays. And it is becoming really weird because, of course, if you do the math, they've had the same Christmas, the same Halloween, the same Thanksgiving over and over again. It's the multiverse. It's getting weird. You can't refer to them because they haven't aged, so it's just this Groundhog Day kind of vibe.
Right.
But it's fun.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember now?
Oh, I know.
Boy,
Now
we
I'm
are
really-
old, huh?